Now everybody knows Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, man of God, full of joy, always got a smile on his face. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome decided to have a leisure ride without his driver one evening with Reverend Tom Amankianan in the front seat, and another Christ Embassy pastor in the rear. Picture this: Lagos, music playing low in the car. The city is alive with energy, the streets bustling with activity. The vibrant colors of the buildings and the lively atmosphere make it a perfect time for a drive. Pastor Chris behind the wheel, Rev Tom in the passenger seat, CEC pastor in the back, singing along. The camaraderie in the car is palpable, with laughter and joy filling the air. They share stories, jokes, and memories, making the journey as enjoyable as the destination. They were just enjoying the day, taking in the sights and sounds of the city. The hustle and bustle of Lagos, the street vendors, the children playing, all added to the charm of the city. Every turn brought a new scene, a new story. Little did they know their peaceful drive was about to get a whole lot more interesting. An unexpected turn of events was just around the corner, ready to add a twist to their otherwise tranquil journey. The anticipation was building, even if they didn't realize it yet. When they got to a police checkpoint, an inspector flagged down the car and detailed a corporal to go check the vehicle particulars. Pastor Chris rolled down the glass window and asked the corporal, "Good evening, officer. What can we do for you?" The officer walked back to his patrol car, scratching his head. He had just pulled over a car for a routine check, but what he found inside left him utterly perplexed. As soon as the corporal saw him, he ran back to his boss, panting. The inspector asked him, "Corporal, anything wrong?" "No, sir. Have you checked his papers?" "No, sir. Why not?" "Big man, sir, big man. Is he the governor?" "Bigger than the governor." "Is he the president?" "Bigger than that, sir." The inspector was now very curious and asked, "Then who is he?" "I think Jesus Christ, sir," came the reply. The inspector exclaimed, "Jesus Christ!" "Yes, sir, because his driver is Pastor Chris." Because of the tinted glass, the corporal did not see who was in the back seat, but concluded that nobody could be so important as to have Pastor Chris as his driver, if not Jesus Christ. The story of the police officer's confusion became a humorous anecdote. Spreading laughter, not fear. In a world where tensions can run high, it's important to remember the power of humor and kindness. This story is a perfect example of how a little laughter can turn a serious situation into a moment of joy. The inspector, thinking the Son of God was pulled over, rushed to the scene. The flashing lights made it seem grave, but what they found was far from expected. Imagine his surprise when he saw Pastor Chris laughing. The tension melted away as the officers realized there was no emergency, just a case of mistaken identity. Reverend Tom shaking his head, unable to contain his amusement. He knew this was a story they would be telling for years to come. And the CEC pastor saying, "I told you this car was too conspicuous." His comment broke the last bit of tension, and everyone burst into laughter. Turns out, it was all a big misunderstanding. The officers had mistaken the pastor's car for something more sinister, but now they were all sharing a laugh over the mix-up. They all had a good laugh about it, realizing that sometimes things aren't as serious as they seem. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless you for watching.